Hey guys, what is going on? It's me, BakuriBox12 here, and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad God update video. Hard to believe, Month of the Mad God is already almost halfway over. They've had some pretty cool events so far, as I'm sure you've been keeping up with, but for anyone who happens to be out of the loop and didn't know RotMG started, the Mothership has a really good video that covers all of the general information. I'd recommend checking that out before anything else. But what I want to talk about today are the recent changes to the Dragon Tamer Warrior ST set and the Swoll Fairy Paladin ST set. The Swoll Paladin set, before this update, was arguably my least favorite ST set in the game. Pixie Sword is an excellent item, Fairy Plate is a really good armor, the ring was not very good, but that's kind of to be expected with ST sets. It was the seal of the Enchanted Forest that really held it back for me. And it was all because it took away the damaging effect that most seals are known for, and instead only gave us a maximum HP bonus. Now, however, it's almost as if they rewatched my ST ranking video and said, yeah, we'll show him, and they completely flipped it around. Before getting into the stats, I should note that if you had any pieces of this set before the update, they were not turned into the new versions. Instead, there are now two separate variations of the same Paladin set. You have the original ones, which are now labeled as Legacy, containing the original stats and sprites, and the new versions which have the normal name. Wearing all the pieces still transforms you into the bigger sprite, but you no longer get a set bonus for wearing all of them. Gotta wear the new one for that. As for the items, Pixie and Fairy Plate are completely unchanged. The only thing that's different about them is that they've reverted back to their original sprites. It's the other two pieces that were necessarily buffed. Ring of Pure Wishes now gives you 45 HP and MP and 8 defense, as opposed to the measly stats we had before. And the Seal of the Enchanted Forest, thankfully, makes far more sense with this whole set. They completely reversed its effect. Instead of giving you increased maximum HP to a party around you, it now gives everybody damaging instead, which complements the Pixie Sword far better. But it also added this new effect of giving you 15 defense for 4 seconds, but losing 15 speed for 4 seconds. Definitely didn't see that coming, and certainly makes it a far more unique item. It also no longer hallucinates you for a second upon being cast, which I'm happy for because that was really distracting. And the stats it gives you are 5 defense, 9 attack, and 9 wisdom, instead of 2 attack, 5 it, and 5 whiz. The total bonus stats for wearing the entire set are also a lot higher now. Before it used to be 100 HP and MP, 5 attack, 30 defense, 5 speed, 5 it, and 5 whiz. And now, while some stats have been taken away, everything has been increased to 160 HP and MP, 39 defense, 15 attack, and 9 wisdom. Much better, much more focused, and much more impactful than before. I haven't gone in and crunched the numbers to see if this is a better set than your standard Paladin one, but bottom line, this is a big improvement from what we had prior. Now let's move on over to the Dragon Tamer set. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the Paladin set, where half the items have remained the same. Zarvox's Heart and Amulet of Drakefire are unchanged, but the sword and helm, things are a bit different here. First things first, unlike the Paladin set, we do not have a legacy version of these items. The Indomptable sitting in my vault is now the new version. There isn't a second variant. Regardless, Indomptable is a little bit better now. They reduced the total damage by about 40 to 80, but increased the range up to 4, like a stone sword, and the rate of fire to 33%. So it does a little bit less damage, but it fires faster. But overall, that's not really the big deal. What is a big deal is the Helm of Draconic Dominance. Unfortunately, it's the only piece of the set that I don't have, so I can't show it off, but I have seen it, and I'm intrigued. Originally, the helm cost you 90 mana, and gave you 250 max HP for 10 seconds, and would also paralyze enemies around you for 2 seconds. Again, I never had one, so I couldn't experiment with how reliable that was, but it was there, and you also got 10 defense and 5 speed. I had described this set as being more of a novelty than anything, because you have these items and stats that give you a bunch of base speed and HP, so you can run around really quickly and just blow stuff up with this really powerful single shot. But the problem was, you don't have a speedy bonus, you don't have a berserk bonus, and the Indomptable's DPS is really low, despite its high damage, so you couldn't really do a whole lot here, aside from one-shot minions at a very slow pace. It was cool to have. It wasn't really useful. Now, however, things are very different. The helmet now costs 95 mana and gives you 125 max HP for 6 seconds, so about half the amount for about half the duration. And you're still getting the 10 def and 5 speed. But they've now added a new feature. In addition to this HP bonus, you will simultaneously shoot 3 fireball projectiles 5.6 tiles in front of you. They hit multiple targets, and they deal anywhere from 500 to 650 damage each, I believe. And the helmet only has a half-second cooldown, as opposed to the standard helmet, which is about 7. So, if you have the mana, you can spam it, which I'm pretty sure means your HP bonus will stack, and a minimum of 1500 damage in fireball projectiles. There are a couple of reasons why this is insanely good. One, theming. It makes so much more sense for a helmet that drops from a dungeon with dragons in it to give you an ability that actually shoots some kind of dragon fire. Secondly, this is a new form of DPS. Now you don't have to suffer from the Indomptable's lackluster DPS, you can use your ability to compensate for it. And now Indomptable is more of a supplement to your ability. And thirdly, this increases the value of putting mana on your warrior. Because when you have even just a rare pet with magic heal, when you use your helmet, you consume the mana, you go speedy and berserk for about 6 seconds, and by the time that duration is over, you've already regenerated your mana to use it again infinitely. So there was never a reason to throw on a Nile, Sphinx, Gemstone, even a Rezu. But now, mana actually matters with this helmet, because it allows you to put out more damage. In the overall stat bonus, they even give you an additional 80 MP, which didn't exist in the original set. It's still 190 HP, 5 attack, 26 speed, and 5 dex. They did lower the defense down to 17, but that's only because the Indomptable no longer subtracts 10 defense from your character while equipped, so you're still technically getting the same amount. But the 80 MP is completely new because they understand that mana is now useful with this helmet. Again, I'm not sure how good the set is overall compared to standard warrior gear, but like with the Paladin set, this is much better than what we had before. I'm not sure how many more ST sets they want to rework, or even that they should. I feel like they got the most critical ones out of the way, the really early stuff when they were just figuring out what ST sets should be, and now I think they have it under control. In any case, I'm really happy with these changes. Let me know what you think in the comments. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Alright. See ya.